10-4, unit 6, unit 7, radio check. Please. On 10-4, unit 5, DNB radio check. At 4, the 10 horsepower unit 3rd 10-2, pilot 19. I would say 6.5 your ship, 1.56. Transport gate.
Mr. Hempel, you're charged with domestic violence interfering with your district proceeding. You seem to have a history of domestic violence charges. I'm going to order that you not have contact of any time with Christina Perkins. Stay away from her home and workplace. Do not possess any firearms or other weapons, and no alcohol or illegal drugs. Bond is set in the amount of $2,500, and attorney Peter Gutierrez is appointed to represent you. You will be seen tomorrow at 1:00 p.m. on video in the County Justice Court. You're excused.
Thank you, Your Honor. You have a good night.
You as well.
Good evening, Your Honor. This is the Spanish interpreter.
Yeah.
Your Honor, I do not have any Spanish speakers on my list. May I be excused?
Can the jail confirm no Spanish speakers?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Thank you. Yes, you're excused.
Thank you. Thank you, Judge.
Sir, what's your name?
Dane Domingo Negron.
Say again.
Dane Domingo Negron.
Thank you. You have an arrest warrant out of South Tucson Municipal Court, listing charges of resisting arrest, fraudulent use of a credit card, theft, and possession of drug paraphernalia. Bond on this warrant is listed as $500. You also are being held on another matter, apparently. Let's see.
I was supposed to release Monday off another matter.
Yeah, okay. Being held by Superior Court.
Excellent.
Looks like this case is from 2024. The warrant was issued in November of last year. What happened? That you did you miss court?
No, I was released, and
How'd you get the warrant?
I had no idea. I was released. I went to court and I was OR'd, and I knew there was nothing else came up about it.
If I release you, will you attend your court date at South Tucson City Court?
Yes, sir, I will.
All right. I'm not going to hold you. You're released on this matter. March 11th, 10 o'clock a.m. is your court date at South Tucson City Court. You should have been released on your felony by that date. Okay?
Okay. Yeah, thank you.
Hello, what's your name?
Cody Herndon. Your Honor, it's the jail. Just to inform you that Bagley Julie, she's unavailable right now.
Okay.
And Garlic, he refused.
Okay, just a minute. Bagley's not available, and who was the other one now?
Garlic, Edward.
He's on this list somewhere. Let's see. Oh, here we go. Okay, thank you. Do we know what happened to the citation on Herndon? It's not in the file. Herndon, Herndon.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Thank you. You're charged with 2 counts of domestic violence, disorderly conduct. I'm going to order that you not commit any acts of domestic violence, do not possess or consume any alcohol or illegal drugs or any firearms or other weapons, not to have contact of any kind with Robin Herndon or John Smith. No contact means no calling, texting, emailing, using third parties, letters or notes or social media to contact them. I note that you do have a pending domestic violence case in another court. This one is in Pima County Justice Court. I am going to release you, but be aware that if you get yet another domestic violence charge, you're probably not going anywhere. You understand me? Okay.
Yes, sir.
30 is your court date at Pima County Justice Court. You're excused.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Hoffman.
Hello, what's your name?
Karsten Hoffman.
Okay, 1 moment. You have 5 different cases in the City Court consisting of shoplifting, theft, and drug possession of drug paraphernalia. You have failure to appear in each and every one of them. The last failure to appear you got was in August of 2023. You also have failures to appear in a couple other municipal courts.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Bond in your city court cases is set in the amount of $500. All previous conditions of release when you were originally seen remain in effect. The city public defender is appointed to represent you. Video review is scheduled for March 7th at 1:45. If you are out of custody before then, March 26th, 9 o'clock would be your out of custody court date at Tucson City Court. Marana City Court, you have a charge of possession of drug paraphernalia. We're going to set a $200 bond on that one. Attorney Janet Altschuler is appointed to represent you. You are not to possess or consume any alcohol or illegal drugs, and do not return the location of your arrest. March 3rd, 12 noon is your video review in Marana.
When is that? The Marana?
a warrant on a shoplifting or theft case out of Pima County Justice Court. That bond is also set in the amount of $200, and Janet Altschuler will represent you on that matter as well. Justice Court, you're going to be seen tomorrow at 1 o'clock.
Okay.
You're excused.
Good evening, Your Honor.
Hello, what's your name?
Christopher John Paso, sir.
All right.
Document judge, I'm getting nervous.
I got a lot to read on your matters, sir, so be patient.
Yes, sir. Failed to appear in Mr. Minister's office. I promise I will appear.
You want to stop talking now? Thank you. In Tucson City Courts, and you are like you're represented by private counsel. And you have a court date. You also have a warrant for failing to appear on another case in Tucson City Court. This one is criminal trespass and shoplifting. And you failed to appear back in January. Although you did, the attorney filed a motion to quash the warrant. Looks like a couple of days, 4 days ago, you were cited for possession of drug paraphernalia. And today you were cited for trespassing, assault, and disorderly conduct.
Assault? Negative. I never touched anyone.
I guarantee you don't want to keep
Stop
talking.
talking. The more you say, the deeper you are digging yourself into a hole. Okay?
Yes, Your Honor.
Talk to
Yes,
your
Your Honor.
lawyer, not to me. All right, these are the charges. I'm going to order that you not have contact with the alleged victims, stay away from the incident location, no alcohol or drugs, and and don't possess any firearms or other weapons. We're going to keep the court date that you already have, and that's March 20th, 9:00 a.m. Tucson City Court. You also have a matter in Pima County Justice Court. Failed to appear on a criminal nuisance charge. I'm releasing you on that one as well. March 31st at 8:30 is your next court date at Pima County Justice Court. Okay. All right, sir, that's it. You're excused.
Thank you, Your Honor. So I'm free to go?
Yes, you are.
Thank you, sir. Have a good night.
You as well.
Mendoza.
Oh, okay.
Mendoza.
One moment, sir.
No problem, my honor.
All right, what's your name, sir?
William Osvaldo Mendoza Blanco.
Okay. All right, sir, you are charged with domestic violence, disorderly conduct, and with failure to comply with a court order. Apparently, there's an order of protection that you are alleged to have violated. I'm ordering that you have no contact with Maricela Blanco. Stay away from her home and workplace. Don't commit any acts of domestic violence, no alcoholic beverages or illegal drugs. And bond is set at $500. The city public defender is appointed. On this new case, you also have a pending DUI. You're already represented by the public defender on that case. Video review is scheduled for March 5th at 1:30. If you post the bond and are out of custody before that date, still come to court on that same date, but it'll be you in person rather than on video. You're excused.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Hello, what's your name?
David Renfro, sir.
Say again.
David Renfro, sir.
Got it, thank you.
Cool.
Charged with domestic violence assault, with injury and domestic violence, disorderly conduct. I'm ordering that you not commit any acts of domestic violence, no alcohol or illegal drugs. Also, do not have contact of any kind with Sarah Patterson and stay away from her home and workplace. I'm releasing you with these conditions, and your court date at Tucson City Court is March 25th at 1:30. You're excused.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Hello, what is your name?
Jana Bonfield.
You're charged with contributing to the delinquency or dependency of a minor, endangering life, health of a minor, and another charge that I will omit reading. I'm going to order that you have no unsupervised contact with the alleged victim. Do not commit any acts of domestic violence, no firearms or other weapons, and no alcohol or illegal drugs. I am going to release you. And your court date at Tucson City Court is March 27th at 9 a.m. You may have contact with the victim, but only with another adult present. Okay?
Yes,
All right. You're excused.
thank you.
To jail. Bonfield Robert is unavailable to come down.
He is, okay. Make note of that. Continue until tomorrow. Hello, what's your name?
Hi, I'm Diane Donahue.
Okay, one moment. You have a warrant for your arrest out of Pima County Superior Court. Charges listed are narcotic drug possession for sale, drug paraphernalia, and I'll omit the reading of the last two charges. The bond listed on this warrant is $10,000. That is what the county attorney is requesting as a bond as well. We'll hear from defense counsel.
Judge, we're asking that you release her to pretrial services. This was actually a summons originally, so the county attorney, whoever issued this case, didn't feel it was necessary to issue a warrant, and instead decided a summons was appropriate to give her the opportunity to appear. It looks like there was a return to sender on the summons, so it didn't reach her. That's verified. She does have verified housing and support with her mother. This was refiled after she was released to pretrial services with no listed violations. This is from June of last year, so for almost a year since this happened. She doesn't have any violent priors, hasn't picked up anything new since. So for all those reasons, Your Honor, we're asking you give her a chance on pretrial services, given that she likely didn't know about the refiling of this.
All right, thank you. We'll hear from the state.
The only thing I would add, Your Honor, beyond what the court's reviewed in the report, is believe that offenses involve exposure or access to substances to certain, category of individuals, but nothing to add beyond that, Your Honor.
All right, thank you. All right. No alcohol or drugs. Don't return to the location of the alleged incident. I am going to release you the supervision of pretrial services. Cooperate with them. Your court date is March 6th at 1:30, and the legal defender is appointed to represent you. You're excused.
Thank you so much, Your Honor.
Yes.
So,
Good evening. What's your name?
David Herman.
Mr. Herman, you're charged with possession of narcotic drug and possession of drug paraphernalia. I have a statement that I'm going to read to you that will be followed up by a question, and please answer yes or no to the question. You may be eligible to participate in a diversion program called STEPS that requires you to participate in a plan specific to your needs for a short time. If you choose to participate and complete the program, these felony drug accusations in your arrest report will be permanently dismissed without you ever being formally charged. Are you interested in getting released from jail custody now and learning more about the STEPS program at your next hearing?
Yes, definitely.
Okay. We will order no alcohol or drugs. Don't return to the location. STEPS court date is March 6th at 9 a.m. Does the defense waive time for the preliminary hearing?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. That will take place then on April 14th at 1:30. And the public defender will be representing you. And you're released to the supervision of pretrial services. Cooperate with them. Okay, you're excused.
was the April 14th.
Hello.
Good evening. What's your name?
Justin Hill.
One moment. Mr. Hill, you have both felony case and a misdemeanor case. The felony charges are possession of a dangerous drug, and possession of drug paraphernalia. We're going to read a statement to you, followed up by a question. You may be eligible to participate in a diversion program called STEPS that requires you to participate in a plan specific for your needs for a short time. If you choose to participate and complete the program, these felony drug accusations in your arrest report will be permanently dismissed without you ever being formally charged. Are you interested in getting released from jail custody now and learning more about the STEPS program at your next hearing?
Yes. Yes, sir.
Place you in STEP, March 6th, 9 o'clock is your court date on that program. Does the defense waive time for the preliminary hearing?
Yes.
April 14th at 1:30. The legal defender is on it. Do not possess any alcohol or illegal drugs. Don't return to the location of the alleged incident. And that's it with that one. You also have a misdemeanor case. You're charged with criminal damage. I'll order that you have no contact with the alleged victim. Stay away from the incident location. You're released, and your court date at Tucson City Court is March 26th at 9 a.m. You're excused. Hello. Oh.
Okay.
Hello.
Hello, what's your name?
Sorry about this.
Okay. Mr. Lopez, you have one felony warrant out of Pima County Superior Court. You have several cases in Tucson City Courts. On the felony matter, the charges listed on this warrant are 2 dangerous drug violations and 1 drug paraphernalia violation. The warrant lists a bond of $500. That is what the state is requesting as well, and we will hear from defense counsel.
Judge, are you inclined to hold him on the misdemeanors?
Probably.
Okay. Given that, we are comfortable with the $500 bond.
Okay, thank you. We'll set bond on the felony matter in the amount of $500. Will order no alcohol or illegal drugs and do not return the location of the alleged incident. March 6th, 1:30 is your next court date. The county public defender is appointed to represent you. As to your misdemeanor cases, you have 6 cases from 2022, each of them having failures to appear. And you have a couple of cases from last year, also in which you failed to appear. So we will note the felony hold. Bond on your Tucson City court cases is set in the amount of $500. All other previous conditions of release remain in effect. The city public defender will be representing you on your city court cases. And we're going to set a video review for March 7th at 1:45. And if you are out of custody before then, April 2nd, 9:00 a.m. would be the out of custody date. Okay, you're excused. It's like I reversed pages.
Sonia?
Here we go. So,
This.
Hello.
What? I'm sorry. Who? Here, let me look at it. It's released pretrial services. Okay, there you go. Okay, sir, what's your name?
Andrew Sanel.
There we go. You have an arrest warrant out of Pinal Superior Court listing charges of burglary, theft, disorderly conduct, and criminal damage. There's a $500 bond listed on this warrant. And the warrant is from March of last year. All right, sir. What happened with Canal? Why did you miss court?
I was incarcerated when that warrant was issued.
Let's see. All right, hold on. Does this gentleman have any other holds?
No, Your Honor.
I'm going to release you on your overtaxation if he ordered to contact the Canal Superior Court by 2 p.m. tomorrow and make arrangements for a court appearance, either in person or remotely if they allow that. You're excused.
People. No.
Hello, what is your name?
Everyone, people they gun.
All right. You're charged with possession of dangerous drug and possession of paraphernalia. State.
There is more.
Now you can dismiss without anything being filed in future dates. You've also got a warrant out of Pima County Justice Court on a shoplifting case I'm going to release you on that matter. Get yourself to Pima County Justice Court on March 31st at 8:30 a.m. Okay, that's it. You're excused.
No.
Slade Fernandez.
Hello.
Hello, what's your name?
Joseph Anthony Slade Hernandez Jr.
Apparently, this is an Arizona Attorney General case.
And I'm covering the case, Your Honor. The Attorney General from Phoenix contacted me earlier today to cover this for them.
All right. And
So,
there's,
in Your Honor,
there's an attorney, Matthew Randall. Are you on this call?
Yes, Your Honor. I am entering a limited scope initial appearance representation at this time.
All right, thank you. The charges are conspiracy, money laundering, and participated in a criminal street gang. 75,000 is what is being requested as a bond. And we will hear, you may speak, Mr. Randall.
Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Slade Hernandez has been out of incarceration for 9 years. He's an incredibly productive member of society. He has custody of 5 minor children. I have his wife here with him. He has begun his own business. He is a law-abiding citizen. These allegations, to the best of our knowledge at this point, stem from a 2022 incident in Maricopa County. He was not in Maricopa County. He successfully completed probation. Quite frankly, Your Honor, we have no idea where this is coming from or what this is about. He intends to fully comply with any efforts necessary to bring resolution to this case, has no interest in evading or avoiding. But a $75,000 bond is beyond what his family can afford, trying to feed 5 young children, and he is the sole provider, Your Honor. So we would ask for a de minimis bond, if any, so that he can continue to provide for his family and his children.
Define de minimis.
Your Honor, he was working at a landscaping company here in town, making just over minimum wage, and just literally in the last 2 weeks went out on his own to start a landscaping business, a single business that has 16 locations, and provided he can maintain these properties every 2 weeks, he will make $500 per property. And he literally just signed the contract at the end of last week.
All right, thank you. We'll hear from the state.
Your Honor, the Attorney General relayed with some of what the court's aware of in the pretrial services report of the 2 violent prior felony convictions, one of which he went to prison for, followed by a probation tail. But I'd ask the court to give little weight to that argument, given that if you look in the other box on the Attorney General's rec, this essentially amounts to money laundering substantial amounts of proceeds for the Arizona Mexican mafia members and associates. So together with the history and the allegations, the listed warrant amount of $75,000 issued by the state grand jury would appear to be appropriate.
Thank you. No alcohol or illegal drugs, no firearms or other weapons, $75,000 bond. March 27th, 9 o'clock a.m. is your next court date. And that looks to be about it. You're excused.
Thank you.
Attorneys.
Hello.
Hello, what's your name?
Ashley Turning.
Okay. You've got both felony and misdemeanor cases. Your felony matter is in the form of an arrest warrant from Pima County Superior Court alleging aggravated assault and aggravated assault temporary disfigurement and listing a $10,000 bond, which is what the county attorney is asking for. We're going to order no alcohol or drugs, no firearms or other weapons, and that you not possess any fire, that you have no contact with the alleged victim, stay away from the incident location. We'll hear from defense counsel.
Your Honor, we're asking that you release her to pretrial services. It looks like she was previously arrested on this matter, which is from over 2 years ago. She was released to pretrial services at the time. It doesn't look like there was any violations, and then the case was ultimately dismissed, refiled, a summons was mailed, and she was never rearrested on it, so she had no knowledge of it. She's been homeless for at least the past 4 months. She doesn't have any felony priors. So for all those reasons, we're asking you give her a chance on pretrial services. It looks like she was successful before.
All right, thank you. We'll hear from the state.
Your Honor, I would otherwise agree, but for her failures to appear from 2023 as well as 2024 for the listed misdemeanors in the report. She doesn't have a residence, and as the court's aware, she's got a flag and is on the higher end of both scales.
I'm not aware of any misdemeanor warrants, except, well, I'll take that back. There's one that I'm aware of for Moreno, which is the next item on the agenda.
I'm seeing two, Judge. A 2020. They're both 2024 CR numbers. One ends in 307 and the other ending in 656.
There's a shoplifting. Oh, I see. Okay. All right, you're correct. So you want to tell me about these failures to appear?
A lot of it was due to the in and out of being homeless and losing the residences where I was staying. And with doing so, like, I got dropped all the way on the other side of town by my previous people that I stayed with. And since then, I hadn't been able to get to Moreno. I hadn't been able to get out there. So I filed several, warrant squashes and everything asking for a next court date. So anytime I did receive a warrant, I did file a motion to at least know that I was, in recipient to know that there was something going on, but I had no way to get there.
Okay. All right. Did you ever ask for a Zoom hearing?
I did not, as I also did not also have like any technology, no phone, no nothing. Like I said, I went completely homeless with absolutely nothing. I got dropped with nothing, not even a blanket, in the middle of town on a place I didn't know.
Okay. So if I release you, how are you going to get to court?
Stay with friends and family near Moreno. I have one person that if I can get a hold of her and get there, I know for sure she'll get me there for sure.
If you can get a hold of her?
Yeah, I mean, usually I could just show up at her house and she'll take me in no matter what.
But she's in Moreno. How are you going to get to her house?
Take the bus as best I can, as far as I can, and maybe walk the rest of the way. I mean, I've done it before.
Well, why didn't you use that method to get to court?
Like I said, not knowing the bus list and not knowing when my next court date was, because I had no knowledge, and all my mail going straight to that house, me not getting any ounce of my mail was the reason I never even knew what was going on.
All right, I'll give you a chance. I'll release you the supervision of pretrial services with the other conditions that I mentioned. Your court date is March 6th at 1:30, and the public defender will be representing you. Mind you that if you fail to appear, though, on these matters, and you get incarcerated next time, you're probably going to stay there for a while. Okay? All right.
Thank you.
As to your misdemeanor matters in Marana City Court, you're released on those with a court date of March 26th at 10 a.m. All right, you're excused.
Thank you.
Have a good evening, everyone.
You as well, Your Honor. Have a good night.
Good night, Judge.